Are you feeling it? The shaking, the anxiety, the sense that the world you thought you knew is coming apart at the seams. We see the violent partisanship, the anger, the deep and painful confusion. We look at our society and we see what heaven calls the Great Unraveling. For generations, we have been told to find our identity, ourself, in broken mirrors. We were handed the philosophical mirror and told to trust our own flawed human reason. We were handed the psychological mirror and told to worship ourselves, to trust our shifting feelings as the ultimate authority. We were handed the sociological mirror and told that our identity is our tribe, our political party, our race, or our grievance. This is the catastrophic deception that our identity is self-made. And what is the result of believing these lies? We get mixture, a toxic spiritual poison that blends divine truth with human lies. This mixture causes us to drift from our true purpose. It is the spiritual fuel for the great unraveling. We look for an anchor, but even traditional religion has often been hijacked, twisted, and politicized. We are a people adrift, and we are right to be confused. But what if I told you this chaos is not an accident? What if this shaking is not a sign of God's absence, but the ultimate proof of his action? This is not the world falling apart. This is the world being judged. I am Ora'vel, scribe of the second breath, and I am here by divine commission to unseal what has been hidden. We are living in the final age. This is the scroll dispensation, the end of time. This is not just a season of change. This is a divine legal administration. This is the hour where what has been written in the heavenly scrolls is now being enforced, enacted, and manifested on earth. The trembling we feel in our nations is the visible physical consequence of an invisible eternal judicial administration. The earth is trembling because the thrones are moving. In this final dispensation, the thrones are fully activated in executing judgment. And from where? From Jordan City, the governmental center in paradise where eternity, Kairos, pierces our earthly time, Chronos. This is a war, but it is not a war of politics, armies, or ideologies. It is the final battlefield, and it is a war for your identity. The adversary's only strategy is identity theft. He has convinced us to build a pseudo-identity from those broken mirrors. But the Creator has a blueprint, the truth of who you are, your divine purpose, your unique cadence. It was sealed on an original scroll before time began. This series is your invitation to reject the counterfeit and possess your original scroll. But how, you ask? How do I find this alignment? The path is non-negotiable. It is the path of divine alignment, and it requires every believer to walk through two doors. The first door is justification. This is your faith in Christ, your salvation. This is the starting line. But so many of us in the church have stopped there. The King is returning, and he is demanding that we walk through the second door. This is the mandatory second door of surrender. This is the warning of Matthew 25. The parable of the 10 virgins is the story of 5 believers who only went through the first door. They were justified, but they were not prepared. They had no oil, they had not surrendered, and when the King came, the door was shut. Surrender is how we get the oil. This is the call to surrender our self-made, broken pseudo-identity to the flame of truth, the refiner's fire. It is the only thing that can burn away the mixture and prepare us for the King's return as a bride without spot or wrinkle. You are not alone in this. The cloud of witnesses in Jordan City is not passively watching. They are actively warring with us, groaning with us, and their chants are rising. And here on earth, the assembly is rising. This is the Shehal HaMachazikim Ad HaKaitz, the assembly of those who hold fast until the end. This series is the call to the overcomers. It is a call for you, the wounded who still believe, the marginalized who still worship. You have been summoned. This is not a new religion. This is the restoration of the singular eternal truth. The scroll is open. The thrones are in motion. The time for alignment is now. Let the flame speak.